Welcome back to Granny's Place, everyone. It's a beautiful spring day here in Chicago. I wanted to have the window open so we could listen to the birds, but it's just a little bit chilly yet. I'm looking forward to walking this afternoon when it warms up a little bit, but the sky is clear. All the trees are in blossom, and every day is it's just really important to get outside and watch spring unfold in such a beautiful way here. Um, I've got a few new books to share with you today. This one reminds me of the times when my grandchildren are here, and what they like to do is play pretend. So the last time they were here, I think it was too cold to go fishing because that's one of their favorite things to do. So we made our own fishing poles, and out of, I think one of them was made out of a ruler, and we put some string on there, some ribbon. We tied some make-believe fish to the fishing poles, and they were playing for a long time. They were fishing over the couch, and wow, it kept us all busy for a while. So playing pretend is really a great thing to do if you can't be outside. This book, I think, is a book of pretend. It's called There's a Wocket in My Pocket by Dr. Seuss. Let's see what this is all about. There's a wocket in my pocket, and there's a findo in my window. There's a nookcase in my bookcase. Can you see him? There's a wocket in my pocket. Did you ever have the feeling there's a wasket in your basket? Or a narrow in your bureau? Or a wasset in your closet? Sometimes I feel quite certain there's a jertin in the curtain. Sometimes I have the feeling there's a zlock in my clock. And that zelf is up on the shelf. I have talked to him myself. That's the kind of house I live in. There's a nink in the sink, and a zamp in the lamp. And they're rather nice, I think. Some of them are very friendly, like the yote or the yacht in the pot. But that yodel is in the bottle. Some are friendly, some are not. I like the zabel on the table. Oh, look, he's got some hot dogs. And the zare under a chair. Oh my, look at that long tail. But that bofa on the sofa, well, I wish he was not there. All those nubbirds in the cupboards, they're good fun to have about. But that toothbrush that's on my toothbrush, him I could do without. The only one I'm really scared of is that vug under the rug. And that quimney up the chimney. Ooh, I don't like him at all. And it makes me sort of nervous when the Zoll scoots down the hall. Look at how fast he goes. But the yeps on the steps, oh, they're great fun to have around. And so are many, many other friends that I have found. Like the teller and the neller and the geller and the deller and the beller and the weller and the zeller in the cellar. Do you see them? They're all down in the basement in the cellar. And the geeling on the ceiling. And the zower in the shower. And the Zillow on my pillow. I don't care if you believe it. That's the kind of house I live in, and I hope we never leave it. What a great story. I hope you always have fun pretending too. It's such a fun thing to pretend, even if you're by yourself or with a friend or with your parents, anybody who will play pretend with you. It's a great thing to do. I hope you enjoyed that. Now we're going to read from my cricket book of Mother Goose. These are all nursery rhymes, like little poems, illustrated by Tim and Greg Hildebrandt. This book has such great pictures in it. Little boy blue, come, blow your horn, the sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. But where is the little boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. Will you wake him? No, not I, for if I do, he is sure to cry. Hark, hark, the dogs do bark. The beggars are coming to town, some in rags and some in tags, and some in velvet gowns. Yankee Doodle went to town, a-riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat, and called it macaroni. Daffy Down Dilly has come up to town in a yellow petticoat and a green gown. Oh, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Oh, do you know the Muffin Man who lives in Drury Lane? Oh, yes, I know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Oh, yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives in Drury Lane. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner. Do you see him? Eating his Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and he pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. Jack Sprat could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean. And so between the two of them, they licked the platter clean. Rabbit, rabbit, carrot eater, says he, there is nothing sweeter than a carrot every day. Munch and crunch, then run away. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked? Oh, look at them all. Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. So he put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. There was an old woman lived under a hill, and if she's not gone, she lives there still. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. He followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone, and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them. There was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat who caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and spanked them all soundly and sent them to bed. Oh, look at that shoe full of little children. Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot, 9 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold, some like it in the pot, 9 days old. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1 and down he ran. Hickory dickory dock. Deedle deedle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his stockings on. 1 shoe off and 1 shoe on. Deedle deedle dumpling, my son John. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. Can you count them? 1, 2, 3. And who do you think they be? The butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. Turn them out, knaves, all three. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat in the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. There's the dog laughing. Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the lock. Are the children in their beds? For now it's 8 o'clock. I hope you enjoyed the Cricket Book of Mother Goose. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, enjoying the outdoors or reading books or playing pretend. Whatever you do, have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you back real soon for some more stories. Take care.